Alex Bowman cannot catch a break right now, and the latest news coming out of Hendrick Motorsports is genuinely hard to hear if you are a fan of the number 48 team. Hendrick Motorsports made it official on the 11th of March 2026. Alex Bowman will not be racing at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. That means this is now the third race in a row that has been affected by his health situation. 3 races. And it all started in a way that shocked everyone watching, on a track that nobody expected to be the beginning of such a difficult stretch for one of NASCAR's most recognizable drivers. It began on March 1st at the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. COTA is one of the most unique and challenging tracks on the entire NASCAR calendar. It is a road course full of sharp corners, elevation changes, and technical sections that demand complete focus and physical sharpness from every driver on the grid. Bowman was in the number 48 Chevrolet, working through the race, when something went wrong. Not with the car, not with the setup, not with strategy. Something went wrong with Bowman himself. He became ill mid-race, seriously ill. Ill enough that he had no choice but to bring the car into the garage and stop racing altogether. After just 71 laps, Alex Bowman climbed out of the number 48 and was done for the day. Myatt Snider had to jump in and take over just to get the car to the finish. It was a jarring moment, and for anyone watching, it was immediately clear that this was not something minor. The cause of everything happening to Bowman right now is severe vertigo. If you have never personally dealt with vertigo, it can be a little hard to fully understand how debilitating it really is. So here is the simplest way to think about it. You know that awful spinning, tilting, dizzy feeling you get sometimes when you stand up too fast, or when you have been on a really fast ride and everything around you feels like it is still moving? That is a mild version of what vertigo feels like. Now, imagine that feeling but much stronger, much more intense, and completely out of your control. You cannot just shake it off. You cannot push through it with willpower. Your body is telling you the world is spinning when it is not, and there is very little you can do about it in the moment. Now take that feeling and put yourself inside a NASCAR Cup Series car traveling at nearly 200 miles per hour, surrounded by 39 other cars, all pushing hard and fighting for every inch of track. That combination is not just uncomfortable, it is genuinely dangerous, and that is exactly why Bowman had to stop at COTA and exactly why he has not been back in the car since. After the COTA incident, the NASCAR world was watching closely. The hope from fans, teammates, and the entire Hendrick Motorsports organization was that Bowman would have enough time between COTA and the next race at Phoenix Raceway to rest, recover, and get back to feeling like himself. A week felt like it could be enough time, but it was not. When Phoenix weekend arrived, Bowman was still not in good enough shape to race. The number 48 Chevrolet needed a driver, and Hendrick Motorsports called on Anthony Alfredo to fill the seat. Alfredo stepped into a tough situation with very little time to prepare and did his best with what he had. The day ended with a 33rd place finish at Phoenix Raceway. It was not the result anyone wanted to see next to the number 48 on the leaderboard, but in context, the finish position was the least important thing about that weekend. What everyone was really focused on was Bowman, and whether he would be well enough to return for the race after that. Las Vegas was the target. Las Vegas was the goal. If Bowman could just get through this stretch and come back for Las Vegas, the team could start moving forward again. But on the 11th of March 2026, Hendrick Motorsports took away that hope, at least for now. The official announcement was straightforward and serious. Bowman had been evaluated by medical professionals. His condition had been monitored carefully since the COTA incident, and the determination from those doctors was clear. He was not improving quickly enough. He was not in a safe enough condition to get behind the wheel of a race car. Las Vegas Motor Speedway would be happening without Alex Bowman in the number 48. That is a genuinely difficult thing to sit with when you think about what it means. 3 races. COTA, where he got sick and had to exit after 71 laps. Phoenix, where he could not race at all, and Alfredo drove in his place. And now Las Vegas, where he will again be away from the car, watching from the outside while his team competes without him. For a driver whose entire identity is built around competing and pushing for results every single weekend, this kind of stretch is incredibly hard to go through. What makes this whole situation even more difficult is the unpredictable nature of vertigo itself. This is not a broken bone, where doctors can look at an X-ray and give you a specific healing timeline. This is not a muscle strain where you rest for a set number of days and then gradually return. Vertigo does not work that way. It is unpredictable. It comes and goes on its own schedule, not yours. Some people recover from a severe vertigo episode in a matter of days. Others deal with it for weeks. Some people struggle with it for months before they feel fully back to normal. Right now, nobody can say with any confidence exactly when Bowman will be ready to return. That uncertainty is one of the most frustrating parts of this entire situation, not just for Bowman personally, but for his team and for fans who want to see him back out there competing. Every race Bowman misses is another race where he is not earning points, another race where he is not building momentum, another race where his championship hopes take a hit. NASCAR is a sport where consistency matters enormously. Showing up every weekend, finishing races, accumulating points, staying relevant in the standings. Missing 3 races worth of opportunity this early in the season creates a hole that is very hard to dig out of, no matter how talented you are. So, with Bowman unavailable for Las Vegas, Hendrick Motorsports needed to make a move, and this time they turned to Justin Allgaier. Allgaier is a veteran driver with a long and accomplished racing career. He brings experience, composure, and genuine speed to any car he gets into. He is not a name that needs any introduction in racing circles. But what makes his arrival at Las Vegas even more compelling is the momentum he is carrying with him right now. Just the Saturday before the Las Vegas announcement, Allgaier went out and won the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race at Phoenix. That was his 29th career victory. 29. That is not a lucky win. That is the result of a driver who has been doing this at a high level for a very long time and still has everything it takes to go out and beat everyone else on a given day. Bringing Allgaier into the number 48 for Las Vegas gives the team a real chance to have a competitive weekend. He is sharp. He is confident. He just won a race days ago. That kind of form and mental sharpness translates directly into performance on the track. The number 48 team will not be out there just surviving the weekend with Allgaier in the seat. They will be going out there to race. But here is the thing that needs to be said clearly. Nobody inside Hendrick Motorsports actually wants Justin Allgaier in that car right now. Not because of anything to do with Allgaier himself, but because his presence in the number 48 means Bowman is still sick. It means the situation has not gotten better. It means the team is still waiting for their driver to come back. And that is the reality hanging over everything right now.